Chad, come on in and help me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I wanted to ask, what do you feel like your chances are that you'll be standing in this victory lane on Sunday night?
Oh, I think
Chad now moved back.
I like our chances. I think the 24 ran really well, and we got out of sequence there. And Kyle didn't want to tear the car up, but he ran well. Alex pulled out, and then Chase came up to finish third. So, this race is you got to be there at the end, and so I think we're going to be in good shape. I never count my chickens down here because I've been leading off of turn 4 and end up cutting them up to get them in the trailer. So it's going to be a heck of a race. It's going to be super aggressive, and you got a lot of guys that are really good in drafting form, and so it's going to come down to who's at the end and who makes the right move. And you saw last night with Kyle Busch, you can be leading this race and all of a sudden you're out of it. So it's a tough race.
Do you remember when Herschel McGriff and Dick Brooks and Don Levy went over there in 77, 78? Do you remember that?
I do not.
Okay.
No, I do not remember that. But I've looked at it a lot and seen pictures, and I think what we've heard, I've got folks from BMW, from Germany that come in to see the race, see the car, and I think the fans there are going to really like seeing a Camaro and a NASCAR vehicle there. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we get to showcase, NASCAR. So I think it's going to be good.
You just talked about thinking out of the box. Jesse's going to tell you something I've come up with about the 40th anniversary of Hendrick Motorsports.
Okay.
I wrote the 20th anniversary book.
Okay.
I got something out of the box.
Okay.
I mean, a totally different idea he's going to tell you about.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you're going to like it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm thinking way out of the box.
Okay. All right.
Rick, can you talk about if it's successful this summer and it makes it through the whole 24 hours, can you talk about the doors that's going to open for this program moving forward after that?
Repeat that again. I didn't.
If this car makes it the full 24 hours
Yeah.
this summer, can you talk about the doors that's going to open for this program after that?
Well, I think this is a one-shot deal because, you got to have this is for a different vehicle than they've seen before that they invited to come into this race. And so in order for it to show up again, it would have to be a class for it, and there won't be. So I think we're pretty much one and done with this. Now, what it develops into IMSA could be totally different. So,
could this develop into something for NASCAR, though, as well? Some of the components, some of the aerodynamics, things of that nature?
Well, you never know. NASCAR had their hand in this and all the way through the development. If they see something they like or they see something they want to try, it'll be pretty easy to bolt it on and try it for everyone. So I think, again, I can't tell you how much effort's gone into trying to make this car fit into a box. A box meaning a speed, and the only way to get speed is being light, downforce, and horsepower. So balancing all that out and drivability, and know you got to run 24 hours to make it last. So I think there could be a lot of things in this car that could go into the future, especially the paddle shifts. I think that's a no-brainer, but I don't know why we didn't do that at the beginning. But there are some things that could transfer.
What sense of pride do you have being involved in this and knowing what it was back in the day?
Well, I think for Jim France to ask me to do it was a privilege, and it meant a lot to me for him to say, we want you to do it. And then it's kind of like you're chasing a car and then you catch it. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? But John Doonan with IMSA has helped us a bunch, and everybody's weighed in. So we've had an enormous amount of people participating in this, and John, he knows this business so well, IMSA and Le Mans too, helped us navigate a lot of it. So basically what we had to do was build the car and get it over there, and he's helped us with the rest. So it's again, the amount of people that have been involved, the amount of work that's been involved, if we kept up with the hours that we put in this car, it would amaze you. But so many things are first time. So
You drove.
Chad, just opening thoughts. What's it been like working on this car, and what's going to be really history making for the sport?
Yeah, it's been a tremendous amount of fun to be involved with this. Obviously, got some huge stakeholders and the NASCAR community being a part of this. And to be able to go to France and put a NASCAR Cup car on a global stage with all the other sports cars and DPI prototypes and Le Mans prototypes, it's going to be a lot of fun. Really excited about that.
You went to France, you went to Le Mans, I think it was a year ago, 2 years ago, I can't remember. What did you learn back then that made you, I guess it was 2 years ago, what did you learn back then that you brought over to this team?
Yeah, I've been fortunate. I've been over there twice. I went for just a couple of days 2 years ago. Last year I went for the full week and a half and was able to experience it and see the energy that gets put into this program. And it's a lot of fun. I knew at that point it was definitely something that I wanted to be a part of. So we learned a lot, and we've got a lot of those learnings applied to this car, and hopefully we can go over there and perform at the level we expect.
Obviously, history with Jimmy Johnson, but what's it been like working with Rocky and Jenson Button?
A tremendous amount of fun. Rocky's great. Obviously, was able to work with him and Jimmy doing the DPI Cadillac. Partnered up with Action Express in the IMSA series the last couple of years, so that's been a tremendous amount of fun. Jensen's great. I don't know that I've seen a driver so excited to drive one of our cars. It's a lot of fun, and Jimmy obviously is a lifelong friend and a family member of mine basically. And then obviously put Jordan Taylor in the mix, and he's a tremendous amount of fun and a very, very talented race car driver.
How fast is it going to go down the Mulsanne Straight?
Yet to be seen a little bit, but we'll be well over 180 miles an hour.
What are some of the key differences between the regular next-gen car that we see in the Cup side and this car?
Oh gosh, obviously just looking at the outside of it's pretty easy. You can see the aerodynamic enhancements that have been done to the car, from the dive planes in the front to the canards in the rear. You can see some other little features of the body to try to increase the downforce. The engine is multi-port injected engine, which is really cool. Composite disc brakes. It's got paddle shift, so it's a pretty awesome little piece.
Let's jump forward to the summer. You guys do the whole 24 hours. The car survives. Everything's great. What's next after that? Do we see more cars next year?
I don't know. That's not my department. Right now, we're just trying to focus on what's first and foremost, and that's getting over there and trying to represent our partners and do the best job that we can.
This is Timmy Hill, driver of the 56 Toyota. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those videos beside me and visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.